All right, we're dragging Jarret in here. How you going, mate?
Excellent, gentlemen, and that's because I've got a lot to talk about this week, which is quite rare when it pertains to home entertainment.
It's a good week.
It is a massive week. In fact, we should deem this as like the week of home entertainment horror because there is so much genre content hitting home entertainment this week. It's honestly amazing, and it's good to see that it's getting a physical release locally instead of just going to, digital or streaming or anything like that.
Why don't you tell us all about it? What's
All
going
right,
on?
well, let's kick it off with Universal Sony Pictures Home Entertainment because they've got, in my opinion, the best release of the week. It's coming out on all the formats. It's Scream. Is it Scream 6? It is 6. Yep. It's the sixth Scream. It's confusing.
VI, mate.
Last one was just called Scream.
I know.
And now we've gone back to numbers. But anyway, Scream, it's coming out on 4K Blu-ray, DVD. And now Paramount have made an effort with this release because it's not only got 7 featurettes on it, and admittedly they are pretty marketing fluff featurettes, but there's 7 of them. There's also an audio commentary. So they're doing something with the release which makes me happy, and we're not going to be, waiting for a double dip of it. But anyway, and I liked it. I thought it was quite a good.
I loved it. I thought it was the best.
Is it 3D? Is it 3D? Is there a 3D
No, but
version?
they did do a 3D theatrical but it was a post-convert 3D, and it was very odd because it was only showing in a handful of cinemas. I saw it in 40X. Oh, not 40X, sorry. What was it? It had the motion controlled seats and everything. It wasn't 3D. D-Box. Yep. And it was great because you felt every stab and every gunfire. By the end of it, you pretty much felt motion sickness. But it added to the experience.
It's funny though. I thought it was the best sequel of all of them, to be honest with you. It was fresh for me. But you talked about it being confusing that the last one was called Scream. This one's now called Scream 6. But this one's also got the Roman numeral 6, not the number 6. Yet all the other numbers in the series.
Absolutely. Yes,
hell,
yeah.
It's a hot
I know, no consistency whatsoever. I mean, that's going to look really frustrating when you put it on your shelf amidst the other titles. And I mean, we're still waiting.
Think of the nerds.
We're still waiting. Scream 3, hopefully, we'll get a 4K maybe around October this year, going by Paramount's sort of release of the previous films. While Scream 4 might long for a release because that one's trapped. I think it's part of that Weinstein catalog. So it sits maybe with Lionsgate, or maybe it just sits in Harvey's pocket along with Dogma. So it's hard to say. But
we need a deluxe box.
Bloody oath. And so that's the best release this week. But Universal Sony are also releasing from the Sony catalog The Pope's Exorcist on Blu-ray and DVD, which I'm still yet to see, but I'm highly fascinated by, particularly after Glenn's review.
What's with and Russell Crowe now has another movie out where he's doing a Russian accent. He's just stuck on these bad accents right now.
Yeah, I know, it's tragic. I watched a video with Russell Crowe on YouTube the other day where it was with Howard Stern, and Howard Stern was talking about, roles that he passed up, that Russell Crowe passed up that he regrets. And I was just like,
I saw that video come up on my YouTube feed.
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, it was like a 3-parter because I think it was like a compilation of Howard Stern talks to actors and basically says, what's the best role that you passed up and you regret, sort of thing. But yeah, Russell Crowe turned up on that one. I can't recall the film that he passed up, but he did mention whilst he's not done a sequel, he was eager to do like an LA Confidential too, because he would like to know where his character is, however many years down the track. But fascinating stuff. Pope's Exorcist, it's got 2 featurettes on there, that's all, and they run at like 5 or 6 minutes each, so they are pure marketing fluff. There's not even a trailer. I mean, that's how lazy the majors are these days. They can't even put a trailer on there, and that was a big selling point for them when DVD first came, screen, what was it, scene selections and original trailer. No, something
interactive
part
menus.
Of the past. Interactive menus, picture disc with some text on the fucking disc.
I mean, you can just go to YouTube for a trailer. So,
well, it's true, but what if we lose the internet?
Now,
right. What if we have an apocalypse and I'm running my Blu-ray off a generator, but I need to watch the trailer to see if I want to watch.
Look at
90
Disney;
minutes.
they've just ripped that crater from their catalog along with 150 other titles, and it's nowhere to be found. I know.
Now. I was
looking forward to that.
Listen to the podcast this morning with the, what do they call him, the Rat King, and he had Adam Devine on, and Adam Devine was saying that, Magic Camp, a film that he did, a Disney Plus kids kind of film. I didn't watch it because, it's borderline. I love Adam Devine, and I think even Gillian, what's her surname? Gillian, the bird from
Jacobs?
Yes, Gillian Jacobs. Is that it? Yes, I think it is.
From
Anyway,
Community?
that film, no, it's not that one. It's the one from Brittany Runs a Marathon and Workaholics and Idiot Sitter. That one, Gillian Bean, maybe something like that. Anyway, she's very talented, but Magic Camp was just not for me. It was too age directed at kids. But regardless, the film has been plucked off Disney Plus along with Crater and a bunch of other content, and it's odd. It's Disney returning to their vault days, but doing it with their streaming. So maybe they'll create demand for these movies. But Crater's an odd one, considering it only been on the platform for 2 months, and now they've already shifted it off. So,
I was really keen to watch it too. I was like ready for it. Bugger.
Yeah. But I'm sure you can go on Disney Plus and watch any number of the X-Men.
Oh, we're frozen. Is that just me?
Jarret's frozen. Am I frozen?
No, you're fine.
What happened on set?
Oh, there we go.
There we go. He's back.
Oh, okay. I didn't even notice he was missing, but he's returned. And you didn't miss a home entertainment title at all. I just wasted some time on that predatory character, Bryan Singer. So moving on to some more horror that's hitting home entertainment.
The universe cut you out.
Yes. So we've got from Acorn Media. They're releasing 2 Shudder titles. They've got Skinamarink, which is like, pretty much the indie sensation this year. And they've made an effort with the home entertainment release. Neil Marshall takes another dump on his cinematic legacy with The Lair, which is coming out on Blu-ray and DVD. And there's no commentary on that because it'd have to be 90 minutes of him apologizing. Instead, you get a 6-minute featurette, which hopefully has 6 minutes of him apologizing and saying, if they gave me the money, I'd do Doomsday too. I would, I promise. But in other news, I did
back on the show.
Rightly so. But I mean, didn't he get on there to promote The Reckoning? Come on. Car Reckoning. He's apparently, not him, but apparently they're rebooting Hellboy again. And someone told me, and I said, yeah, Neil Marshall's got no part of that, does he? And they said, no. And I went, thank God for that. I don't think he's going to get back to the A-list anytime soon, but that's all right. Okay, other home entertainment releases, horror home entertainment releases. Roadshow from the Warner catalog are releasing Evil Dead Rise on 4K Blu-ray and DVD. Now, Warner's gone all the way out to include no special features on this release, so hats off to them, Warner. 100th anniversary of Warner Brothers, and you're making a real effort with a movie that made money. Whereas Studio Canal in the UK are throwing a commentary on that and a short film. So anyway, if you want it, you can get it. If you just want to watch the movie, that's fine and good. Then they're also releasing Roadshow from the A24 catalog, Beau is Afraid on Blu-ray and DVD. And this one actually has a pretty chunky special feature. It's like an hour-long documentary on the making of the film. And it's one of those kind of docos. It's not marketing fluff. It's like a full-fledged making of kind of doco, which is always cool to get a bit of insight into Ari Aster and particularly into this kind of film as well. So yeah,
they're the same company, right? That's releasing that and Evil Dead.
Well, Roadshow are releasing it, but it's A24 in the States, which I think are distributed through Lionsgate. Okay. So different because, the Evil Dead's Warner, which is a direct port of the Warner US release, but Roadshow are distroing it. Then the last one I'll mention, which is not horror but deserves another mention, I mentioned them on a previous podcast episode, and that's a few titles from the Warner back catalogue that are all making their way to 4K UHD for the first time. Vacation, Rio Bravo, and East of Eden. So they're all coming out, and they're coming out at great price points as well.
Hang on, Vacation, the National Lampoon's Vacation remake.
No,
National Lampoon's Vacation, the original. Yeah, the original.
The original.
Yeah. The original. But I will totally take a 4K of the Vacation redo. Totally.
So it's the one from the 80s, and then
it stands on its own.
Bravo and From Here to Eternity. Like
East of Eden.
East of Eden. Yes, that's still pretty like two classics and an 80s comedy, which is also a classic, but of a completely different kind. Like they're really putting a lot of thought into the curating of their 100th anniversary. Yeah, they're all anniversary. Oh no, it's not. It's not an anniversary of Oh, is it? I don't know. Was Vacation 83? Maybe it is. It might very well be. I think it is. I think Vacation was 83, so probably is a 40th anniversary, whereas the other two, I don't think they're any particular anniversaries. They've just been looking to churn out all
all the films of James Dean, and this is the final one of the 3 to make it to 4K UHD. And as
they didn't they do a 3-disc Blu-ray
83
Rio Bravo
83 in July.
Like, there you go. Wow, July, shit, it's right on the money. Rio Bravo, they did do a really nice like collector's edition of that some time ago. I remember, at least in the US, it was one of those big boxes that had all the paraphernalia and that with it. The one I really wanted to do, and I don't know if they still hold the license to it in the States. I think they do. In other territories, not so much, is JFK. I want a definitive JFK release on 4K that has the theatrical, has the director's cut, and you can throw on that bloody recent Oliver Stone documentary where he's gone back and he's analyzing different theories and things because he's just obsessed with it. God bless him. But that's a 4K release I would love to own. So
I've got the book release of that, the book Blu-ray, which I like.
I do too, the Digibook Blu-ray, but I think it's only got the director's cut of it. I don't think it's got the theatrical. And, I'm a completist when it comes to Oliver Stone because, when it comes to those particular films, not so much, say, Heaven and Earth. I don't need multiple versions of Heaven and Earth in the collection. Did he do Edgar? Not Edgar. He didn't do that one, the Edgar Hoover.
Wasn't that...
that was Clint Eastwood.
That was Clint Eastwood. No, he did Nixon.
He did
Nixon. Yeah, which I still have not seen.
When they did that big deluxe DVD box set of Oliver Stone's work, they left out Nixon and they left out The Hand. And Talk Radio. Three they left
bastards.
out.
Talk Radio.
Films.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Pornography and slasher films. How could they leave that out?
Yeah, wow. Celebrate his legacy, all or nothing.
Right.
They should have put Queen, what is it? Queen of Evil, is it? Or something? The one that's also known as Seizure. The one with the dwarf from... the dwarf from Fantasy Island? I can't remember.
I've read Javier or whatever his name is. I've read somewhere that he's disowned The Hand, Oliver Stone.
Yeah, right.
No, sorry, not The Hand. Talk Radio, I should say. He's disowned Talk Radio.
That's my favorite film of his.
Because he had no hand in writing it, and he got shitty that it's the only film of his that he hasn't tinkered with as far as script writing.
Yeah, right. It's such an incredible film for something that is literally a contained sort of movie. It's
great.
Just
Michael Wincott.
I mean, that movie kind of makes up a significant part of my teenage years because I used to listen to Triple R religiously, and they had 2 idents from that film that played. Wow, they just played constantly. It was always pornography and slasher films.
Yes, it had a terrific cover too. The video had a novelty cover which opened, and that I think that was probably what sucked me in. And then I watched it, and seeing it, I don't know, it was 8 or 9 when it came out, and I was just floored. I
think that's one of the only films he's ever been a gun for hire on.
And what's the chap that's in it that plays the radio guy? The guy from
Bogdanovich,
Bogosian.
Oh, Bogosian. Yes, I should say Bogosian.
That's it. Yeah, and I love that guy. I think he's terrific. He's just a scene stealer. That guy, like even in the more average films like Larry Cohen's special effects, he's such a terrific actor.
Under Siege 2.
Oh, yeah, of course. Under Siege Dark Territory, directed by Jeff Murphy, New Zealand filmmaker Jeff Murphy.
You know it.
What's Ben got here? Oh, there it is. Look at that. Pure magnificence. And that looks like it's in, See, how could you not be like lured in by that awesome packaging?
That's a really deceiving front cover, isn't it? That white. That's really like misleading, I reckon.
Yeah.
It looks like a Woody Allen movie.
Film.
Yeah.
No, I love it. That's
first,
when
first Platoon, then Wall Street. Now comes Oliver Stone's controversial new movie.
Yes,
$4.
Incredible. And we've managed to talk about Talk Radio and Howard Stern in this one segment. So there you go. I don't know. It all ties together rather well, gentlemen. But that's all the news I have for you this week. It's a great week for home entertainment. It's probably a good week for retailers to have some sort of percentage off sale so you can stock up at a bargain basement price.
Excellent. Well, thank you, sir. It's been fun as always. I'll catch you next week.
Absolute pleasure. See you, gentlemen.
Toodles.